Hello, all viewers. We are back with the live stream. All the viewers out there, I'm sorry I could not do the live streaming for last around 10 or 12 days, but today I'm back, and from today onwards, I will try to do it consistently every day so that you don't miss the action and you enjoy, you learn something new every day. So all the viewers, just let me know in the comment section if you're able to listen to the commentary, if the audio is clear and the video is clear, and let me know if there are any issues so that I can rectify accordingly. So tournament will be starting soon within about 1 minute and 50 seconds, and you guys can forward the link to your friends if you are listening right now to me. This link of the live commentary, you can forward it to your friends, family, in your WhatsApp groups so that everyone is able to enjoy this beautiful moments, this beautiful 1 hour of pure chess with a lot of commentary, a lot of discussions, a lot of tactics, and openings explained as well. If you have any queries, please feel free to put in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer all your queries. Family in your WhatsApp group. It's this beautiful 1 hour of pure chess with a lot of commentary, a lot of discussions, a lot of tactics, and openings explained as well. If you have any queries, feel free to put in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer all your queries. So tournament is about to start. I cannot see any participation from Shiva Chess, Archbishops, and Candy YMCA. So the tournament has started. Let's check the first game. This is the game between Dhanu from the Team Future, and we have Super Bohemian from the Chess Blasters. Chess Blasters is performing extremely well in last few days. Let's quickly go back and check what happened in the opening. So it was an e4 opening, e4, e6, d4, d5, bishop d3. This is a French variation. Bishop d3 is one of the rarely played variations. It is again a considerable variation. You can play this variation. Bishop takes e4, knight f6, bishop f3, bishop d6, knight to e2, knight c6, castles, castles, c4. Now white is trying to build up a very good center here. Okay, with these two pawns controlling all these squares, and black will try to play this move e5 sometime later in the game to just try to put some pressure in the center and to get some initiative. I think it has been played immediately right now. So e5, d5, e4. This is an interesting position wherein we now are getting a deep calculation part wherein the black as well as white, he has to calculate all these moves, and black also has to calculate all these moves. So let's see what white played here. White played bishop takes e4, knight takes e4, pawn takes c6, pawn takes c6, and now knight g3. Okay, so this knight will just try to be on this king side, defend the castle here. Meanwhile, we have this bishop pointing towards the h3 square. It is not effective right now, but in future it can become effective. This bishop is also nicely pointed out. So let's see what happened in the game. Knight takes g3, pawn takes g3, and queen f6. Now queen f6 is trying to put pressure in the f file and create some play there, but there is also some pressure on the b2 square. So this is also interesting that this queen is also attacking the queen side, and rook can come here. Sorry, the rook can come to b8 and try to attack in the b file as well. So later in the game, I think the rook b8 will be played very soon. Knight c3, bishop f5, e4 has to be guarded here, or knight e4 will attack both bishop and queen. So bishop f5 is compulsory. Rook e1, rook e8, bishop e3, bishop f4, challenging this bishop on d6. And now if bishop takes d6, bishop takes f4, g takes f4, rook d8, queen f3, We have a c6 attack on c6, but it is currently being defended by this queen, so nothing to worry about for the black. Rook b8 and b3. Now there is some hanging piece over here, so bishop g4 can be played. If queen takes g4, then this queen can capture the c3 knight. What did, oh, rook d3. I think this is something that, but rook e3 was played, but I, okay, queen f6 b6 is not, rook e3 is played, right? That's right, to defend the c3 knight. But queen takes c3 can be played now. If queen takes c3, I think queen takes c3 was playable, right? Queen takes c3, rook takes, queen takes. I think this knight was free here. There is no mating threat here. Queen takes c6 will be available, but this black has sufficient time to play h6 in the game. For example, queen takes c3, rook takes d3, d3, queen takes d3, queen takes c6, and pawn h6. This is simple. I think black would have won here very easily. c3 knight was hanging here, and queen takes c3 was winning for black. Let's see what happened. Black played rook d8, and rook e1 was played. h6 now, just to avoid this back rank checkmate on e8. Then we have knight e4 attacking the queen, and we also have the chance of playing knight g3 if the bishop doesn't capture the knight, and knight can also go to c5 trying to attack this rook on d3. So bishop takes, bishop captured, queen takes, and now rook d1, g3, queen goes to a1. So this is all okay because this rook is being guarded by two pieces, so nothing to worry about for white here. a4, e2 pawn was hanging, rook e1, and rook d1. No, that's a concern, but check, king moves, queen check, and rook takes d1, the queen takes d1, king goes to g2, queen takes b3. This is going to be an interesting ending, guys. Queen endings are always very interesting, very dynamic, and one single mistake and the either player can lose. Okay, now here this is the current position wherein black is having this pawn and white is having this pawn. Meanwhile, I'm just looking at the comment section. I can see a comment from CB. Hi CB, I'm good. How are you doing, CB? Hope you're doing well. You're safe at your home, taking care and playing chess, enjoying chess. So if you're able to listen to me, CB, just reply in the comment section that you are able to listen. My audio is clear and video is clear as well. So this is the current position, guys. Black has given a check. Can black get a perpetual here? Both players have to take care of the perpetual checks. Black might go for perpetual because the king is exposed. I think he should try to push the pawns as much as possible because still uh, I think black still has a lot of opportunities to give this perpetual checks from here, especially in this diagonal. This diagonal is going to be the critical one for perpetual checks, and white is just trying to get rid of those diagonals, but I don't think white can stop the checks. This is unstoppable. Yes, CB, I can see your comment about the mic. Yeah, today I'm having a different setup, trying something new because there was some problems with my systems. I have just got it back, and I think that there could be some problem with the mic. Yes, so thanks for pointing it out. I think there must be slight echo as I'm cramped in a small room today. I'll just try to change a bit of angle to get a better audio from my side. Let's see. Okay, so this is a condition now, and the king has reached to the d7 from g2. Exchange is not in favor of black, or is it in favor? Because if queen takes, king takes, pawn push 1 2 3 4, king moves 1 2 3. So queens at the same time, queen will happen at the same time. If so, what I'm calculating over here is queen takes queen, king takes queen, then 1 2 3 4. White is going to play 1 2 3 4. So black is going to get the first queen, then white is going to get his queen, and then black can give this queen check and queen takes pawn. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I think they have played. And this queen b2 check is what I saw first. So queen b2 check and queen takes pawn. These pawns are hanging, but then white has this perpetual check. Queen f5 and so queen f5, king g8, and queen again can go to e6. I think e6 or c8. But then now, if you look at a position, this white king is out of the game. Okay, so if black is able to manage and get the queens exchanged, black might get a win here. So white has to give a perpetual. There is no way out. This black white king is out of the game. White cannot just, yeah, that's a draw. So queen endings are generally a draw most of the times. Let's go back to the, so let me just explain what I was trying to say here. This king is far away from these two pawns. Okay, if white tries to save these two pawns and try not to give perpetual, and if black succeeds in getting his queen exchange from this some checks or something, if he forces the check exchange, then black king can come to g6, h5, g4 and capture these pawns. Okay, so that is the reason why white has to go for a perpetual and a draw here. Okay, let's go back to the tournament and check the next game. Let's check this game. Artikan and Kagua Master. Kagua Master and Artikan both are great players. I have seen their games before. Kagua Master is playing in the Berserk mode. So e4, knight f6, e5, knight d5, c4, knight b6, b3, d6. Then pawn takes d6, pawn takes d6, bishop b2, e5, knight c3, bishop e7, d4, castles, knight f3, pawn takes, knight takes, and knight c6, bishop e2, bishop f6, knight 6, pawn takes c6, and this is kind of a structure wherein black should try to play d5 and attack this c4 pawn, uh, try to get some play in the center. So just a minute. So I got a question from one of the viewers right now. Black and white facts. Why? How to join the team battle? So black and white. Just give me some time. I'll give you the link. There is a video which explains how you can create your team and join the team battle. Just give me 2 minutes. Let this game finish first of all. So this is what black should try to play d5 and get some play in the center as early as possible. Castles d5, as I said, pawn takes, knight takes d5, queen c2, rook e8, bishop f3, and now this is the target for white, this c6 pawn. Okay, now the rooks are going to come in c1, this rook is going to come in d1 and try to attack. That should be the white's plan. Okay, so bishop e6, rook d1, queen to a5, knight takes, bishop takes b2, knight takes e7 check, rook takes e7, and queen takes b2. So if you look at this position, if white allows bishop takes d5, it's not a bad position, but here white prefers that he gives his knight from e7 so that the back rank is left a little bit weaker here. So knight e7 check was given so that this rook will come on e7. There might get some chance on the back ranks here for white. So queen takes b2, bishop d5, bishop takes, pawn takes, and again this is going to be a target in the long run. So pawn b4, queen b5, rook to d4, pawn h6, getting rid of all the back rank checkmates. Rook d8, rook d1, rook e8, g3. Again white is getting rid of all the back rank checkmates. Rook check, king g2, and this is something I think white has missed here. Queen f1 and the king is exposed now. And that's a win for black. Let's quickly check this combination. Okay, so this was the position. White has won this one. Okay, black has lost on time, but let us quickly get to that position where this combination was possible. This is the position where the combination was possible. So instead of g3 is a blunder here because of this rook e1 check. Instead of that, queen d2 has to be played. Okay, queen d2 can be played to just support this e1 pawn, e1 square, as well as this b4 pawn. So rook e8, e1 is not possible in that case after queen d2, and game could have been saved, but this is a blunder now. Rook e1 check, king moves, queen f1, king goes to f3, rook takes d1, and this is a clear win for black. But I think black lost on time. Let's quickly, no, white lost later on. Okay, so this was played. And yeah, the exchange was done, and there this is where it resigned. So very good game by Black over here. He was playing in the berserk mode, and just 46 seconds. I think he has used up around 14 and 30, so 44 seconds in. He finished the game in 44 seconds. That's a very good game, very good play. Let's go back to tournament. So just answering your question, there is a video for black and white for your question, how to join the team battle. There is a video on my channel. I will open that video soon, but I'll just keep it in background so that we can discuss the games, and later on I will show you that video, which video you can watch. Okay, let's try to watch another game. We have Kawal from Khelo Chess India and the Chess Blasters. We have Sonia Atharva. So let's check what happened in the opening. E4 was played by Kawal, and Sonia Atharva was black. Is black. So E4 D6. This is a perk defense or modern defense. Yeah, it's a kind of perk defense. So Knight C3, Knight F3, Bishop G7, D4, Knight H6. Yeah. So this is another line wherein black plays f6, he plays knight f7, and from knight f7 this bishop e3, queen d2 becomes ineffective because this bishop then cannot go to h6, as knight and bishop both are controlling the h6, and then from f7 the pawn e5 break can be played by black. So this is new concept that you can learn from this opening, this nh6, f6, knight f7 castles. I think this is called as hippopotamus defense, if I'm not wrong. You can google out hippopotamus defense. You can correct me if I'm wrong as well. Okay, so knight e3 was played here, f6, h3, castles, queen d2, knight f7. As I said before, knight f7 is now going to support this h6 as well as e5 squares. So king goes to h8, g4. So white is trying to play this g4 and h4 and trying to attack on the king side, but I think this is not going to work. That's not going to work in long term. So let's quickly check. nc6, bishop b3, e5, long castles, knight goes to e7, pawn takes, and bishop takes f7. Rook takes f7. Now knight can come to g5 here, try to attack this all the critical squares, not the bishop. And I think h4, h5 will be now soon followed. F4, I'm not a very good fan of f4 here, because this is allowing this bishop to get a very strong on the king side. So this f4 I think is not the best move. Bishop f4, h6, knight goes back, g5. And now look at this bishop. This is going to be a difficult thing to stop later in the game, I feel so. Bishop h6, so this knight is pinned straight away. I think black might get a piece here. Knight f7, yes, so that's something black has missed altogether. There is a discovered attack on this bishop, which can be done here. So knight f7 can be played. h4, bishop takes g4, knight f7, rook takes f7, queen takes h6, rook h7, and queen f6 check, king g8, rook goes to g1. Bishop is now pinned, and it will be difficult for black king to now survive, as this is going to be a full-fledged attack on black king. So rook g7, rook takes g4, rook takes g4, and queen e6 check. There is a double attack again, a very good tactic by white here. King h8, queen takes rook, and it's an equal position, equal material, not equal material. White has an extra pawn, plus he has an exposed king, so I think this is winning for white now. So queen goes to g8, queen h5 check, queen h7, queen takes. Oh, he has exchanged the queens. That was a bit unexpected. I think he should have exploited more this exposed king. Rook goes to h8, rook h4, knight g6. I think rook takes h4 is not possible. So rook takes h4 should have been played actually. So, but yeah, so black is smart here. He knows that after rook takes h4, rook takes h4. Okay, and rook takes h4, knight takes h4, knight b5 is going to be a fork to both of the pawns, and either pawn might be lost. Hence, he is first playing a6, stopping the knight b5, and then he'll play rook takes h4. So knight e5 is played now, attacking the c7 pawn. And I wish this knight was on e3. Yeah, now if the knight was on e3, then rook takes probably knight f5 or some kind of fork was possible for this rook. So rook takes, knight takes c7, king goes to f6, knight d5 check again, king e5, king goes to e3, knight check, king f3, knight check again, and this is I think a lost pawn for white. And I think e4 will also fall soon. Knight check, king c4, knight c6. It's a very good ending, guys. Knights and pawns, and both knights are dancing right now on the board. c4 could have been a better score actually to attack this a3 pawn. Knight d5, knight goes to b8, knight c7, king f6, king e7, king d5, king goes to. Is the knight trapped now? No, knight e6 is possible. Knight e6, king goes to e7, knight d4, king d7, and knight goes to f5, knight c6, knight takes d6, knight check, king moves, and I think this can be a winning pawn for white, but still there are a lot of chances of getting a draw here, guys. Black has to be perfect here to make sure that he is not allowing. This is live position, current live position, guys. This is very interesting. Two pawns for white. Can white squeeze a win here? Black is under tremendous time pressure. White still has 1 minute on the clock. 1 minute is a huge time, and he also has the increment with him. So every move that he does, he is going to get a good increment. So black has to make sure that he is able to grab one of the pawns free with the knight, and second pawn then can be stopped with his king and knight. He has to grab at least one pawn free now. All white has to do is put his knight here and give this check. Once the king moves, then pawn push queens is possible. So knight has to try and go to d7 or c6. Yeah, knight c6 check, or first king c6. Dancing knights, yeah, that's what I'm saying now. d7, d6, I think, yeah, this is a clear winning for white now. This pawn is unable to stop. Yeah, that's a sacrifice, and black should resign now. Even though if white makes a mistake, there could be a possibility of, yeah, stalemate I was looking after. That's a check and mate. So let's go back to the tournament and check the next games, guys. So meanwhile, if you have any questions, you can just put in the comment section. For Yeah, there is one still a question pending about the video that you can watch. I'll just quickly show you the videos that just a minute, guys. I'm just showing the video that you can watch to understand, because there is a question how to join the team battle and how to play the team battle. So on my channel you can find this video, LiChess Team Championship. This video is going to help you to understand how to create your own team and how to join the team battle. I'm just putting this. You can just check this on my YouTube channel. All the viewers who have the question how to join the LiChess Championship, Team Championship, and how to create your own teams. So you can check this video. So black and white facts, that's a question from you. You can check this video and then create your team and join the team battle. Let's go back to the team battle, guys, and now let's see who all are playing. So right now the Chess Blasters are leading with 31 points. Team Future are on second. Team Future is a team from actually not the future, but they are the team from Sri Lanka, and are playing very well from last few days. Then we have Khelo Chess India, my team, on third position. Then we have Gujarat Lions on 16. Race team, that's on 14. Archbishop Chess Club, this is also a team from Sri Lanka. They are also playing very well. around 12 points, and then Kolkata Dragons on 9, Shivai Chess and Candy YMCA. They were supposed to join Candy YMCA from Sri Lanka, but I cannot see any players from them today. Okay, so let's go back and check few games who all are playing, or let's try to join the tournament. Okay, let's try and join tournament and try play a game now. And we have, from the individual point of view, we have Kagwa Master leading from the Chess Blasters with 16 points. We have Satya Purshinhe, I think, is from Sri Lanka. Yes, Team Future from Sri Lanka with at 10 points. Then we have Sivatanjun Archbishop Chess Club from on 9 points. Then we have Swapnil from Khelo Chess India on 8 points. Then we have Kawal from Khelo Chess India on 8 points. Shivesh Alchanu, Vishal Tomigan, and yeah, so I have got a game. We have a game against Parik Hari Krishna here. Let's try to play a simple game, not try to experiment. This is something that I would like you to learn, that sometimes you can just play safe without taking any risk like this. Just put your king in a very good castle, no gambits, no risks. It's all about your middle game, how you handle your middle game, and that's what happens when you play the move like this. My knight will be now attacking the c7 pawn, so black queen has to come back, and I think I can play d5 move so that this knight doesn't get a happy square or is not able to play e5 straight away. Knight goes back, and I think a6 is now expected, so let's try to open up the c file or play e4, or e6 is going to be played now. Knight can come to d4. If a6 is split, this is something which will be annoying. So let's try to do some housekeeping. This is called as a housekeeping move, wherein if you know the literal meaning of what is housekeeping, is cleaning up your home and making some good choices at your home, that if the things are not at their place, just make them that they are safe and they are at their place. Similar rook bid is it's a housekeeping move so that this attack is not available in the future, and in return let's challenge this bishop from our b2 square. E4 square is right now controlled by this two beautiful knights, so bishop f5, I am avoiding bishop f5 by playing the knight to d4, so this d4 is controlling the very critical square of e4 f5, and I should try to push more attack on this e4 square by playing rook e1. Pawn to e4 is not available, but probably rook to queen to c2 and then pawn to e4 can be played. So such strategies or such ideas you have to keep thinking about. At the same time, black should now try to play some knight e8 and f5 like attack, f5 f4 attack. Try to attack in the f5 as much as possible. So he has played e5 move and he is challenging me to pass it. I have to pass it because I want to keep this bishop diagonal open, as well as this knight. I want to keep it on the d4 square as much as possible. I'm not worried about this knight takes d4 because this other knight can join the party on d4. I have this threat as well, long-term threat. Let me play queen d2. Queen d2 will be susceptible to knight e4 and knight will attack to d2 square. Let me play queen d3. Try to avoid this knight by coming to e4. How would you continue from? Yeah, knight c5, and yep, it's trying to attack my queen and trying to get the control of this e4 square. I don't want to take a risk right now by playing knight e2, knight d2. I wanted to play it, but let me just put the rook on the open file first. So all the viewers out there, just let me know if there is any problem with the audio or the video so that I can make the changes and you can enjoy the commentary for the remaining of the time. Yep, so that's again a housekeeping move so that this bishop is not attacking the rook b8, and now I think d4 is still not possible. What can I play? Let me just try to play e3 move. Idea is to play the b4 on the next move, b4, and just try to get this knight back to e6 or somewhere, e6 or e6. Okay, that is the idea behind is a3 move, to play the b4 and attack this knight. Bishop is kind of a dead piece right now. Bishop c6 is not playable. Bishop e6 is playable, but knight I think can capture e6, and from e6 actually bishop can't do anything. Okay, if bishop plays f5, then I can capture the bishop on f5. Bishop g4 is possible, right? Bishop g4 is possible, but I think h3 will just kick it out. So this bishop is kind of a passive piece right now on the board. So knight e4, no immediate tactic I can see over here, but I think in long term I should be taking care that this knight doesn't become annoying. Queen g5 is not available, so let's try to play knight d2. Okay, but knight d2 is a blunder actually. Not a blunder, knight d2, because knight d2, knight takes d2, queen takes d2, bishop takes d4, bishop takes d4, knight takes b3 will be a fork to bishop and queen, and I will lose my bishop as well as this b3 pawn, so I cannot put the knight on d2. If knight takes d2, let me play knight d2 and capture with the rook instead of capturing with the queen, because bishop h6 is now playable after knight takes d2. Rook takes d2, bishop h6, and then rook d1 can be played back. So let's try to challenge this knight who is happy on e4, and I'll capture back with the rook, not with the queen, but because capturing with the queen gives some chances to the black here, which we don't want right now. Now I'll just remove this knight back and try to get this bishop exchange. Yep. Once this bishop is gone, this king will not be actually exposed but slight vulnerable. Oh, that's a difficult move. I missed it. I missed this one. Queen d1 is forced. Knight d3 is not possible. No, knight d3 is not possible. Bishop b2. Yeah, now knight d3 is possible. Yep, that's what I missed. Knight f3 was not the smart choice, guys. If you're looking at this game, don't play like this. Okay, don't give away your good bishop. This was a good bishop. Not a good bishop, but this, I gave away the exchange now. So knight goes back. Bishop e4 will be played. I have to play f3 and then e4. Bishop goes back to f5. Yes, bishop will go back to f5. I have to capture with the pawn, and I cannot play e4 now. I have to play rook d2, rook e2. Again I have to play king f2, pawn takes, pawn takes, and then queen here. I do have a tactic of okay, bishop in between, because king f2, queen h4 check was lethal. I could not play queen f2. I think it's a check and mate. Yep. So bishop f1 is forced, but now this threat is critical. Rook g2 check. Black has to take care of that. So rook g2 check, and now I think I am getting a queen. Yes, queen check. Oh, what did I play? Okay, okay, rook I was supposed to give rook g7 and this check. I gave away the queen. That's not the way to play, guys. I'll just resign this one. So the winning move was here. Just a minute, let me pause. Oh, it went back. Okay, so the winning move was rook g7 check there, and I completely made a miss of that. It was winning for me, but I completely missed it. Okay, let's check this game, guys. This is the game against between Sivatanjun from Archbishops and Thomigan from Team Future. Both are Sri Lankan teams. Both players are in 2100 rating range. Let's check what happened in the opening. It's a Sicilian defense. Knight f3, knight c6, and classical variation. Knight c6 is a classical variation of Sicilian defense. c3. C3 is the player who likes to play Mora Gambit, or he likes to play Alep in defense, Alep in opening against Sicilian. So you'll find a lot of c3 players who like to destroy or who like to make black uncomfortable, whoever is playing Sicilian. d5, pawn takes pawn to e5. Now this is converted into a French defense advanced variation. French defense is e4, e6, d4, d5, e5. So this is a French defense with advanced variation. Bishop d7, bishop d3, queen b6, bishop c2. Bishop c2 I think is not the right way to continue here. You are defending this pawn, but this knight b4 is going to be annoying. Rook c8 and knight b4, who will be attacking this bishop later on. So pawn takes, knight b4. Yeah, straight away knight takes, queen takes, and this is not going to be good for white because the main attacking bishop who attacks this king side is now gone. Okay, so black is going to be relaxed. He'll chill out for the remaining of his life. There won't be any attack that white can do on black's king. So these are all positional ideas, guys, which you have to learn, that which bishops you have to preserve in which opening, which pawn structures, which pieces you have to preserve, minor pieces which you shouldn't exchange. Now this is a happy position for black according to me. Okay, black is perfectly okay here, no problems that black has. White has to make sure that he defends now, because now look at this bishop. Once it comes to c6, it is going to be one of the strongest piece on the board right now. Bishop check, queen king g3, bishop d5. Bishop d5, I'm still not happy. Bishop is a good bishop, and this knight should not be allowed to exchange this bishop. This bishop can just sit on a8 and do a superior attack till h1. This bishop should not be exchanged. Queen d7, f4, rook d8, rook f1, bishop b7. Yeah, that's better. Bishop has to be saved. Castles, rook d1. Now look, you can see that light square bishop is missing in white's position. So all these big squares are weak. If light square bishop would have been there right now, then there could have been a very good threats on the black king. Okay, so this was the position. Let us quickly go back, go some moves ahead. That's the current position that we were in. So yeah, in this position rook d2 was played, and then bishop g1 was played, rook d8, knight d1, bishop e4, knight to c6, knight to c3, bishop f5. So this is a kind of position wherein you have to think a lot. You cannot just put your pieces anywhere. I think still the bishop was better on a8. Okay, bishop would have been better on a8 still, I believe that. Queen e3, bishop goes to, I think this bishop has to be routed to bishop d8 and bishop b6, and then attack this d4 pawn. That should have been the plan from black side. Black is just wasting the moves by playing bishop f8 here. Queen f3, it's okay. Bishop d3, rook moves, rook b8, rook b2, bishop e7, bishop e3. Even now actually this plan is working out for black, if I'm not wrong. Bishop d8 and bishop b6. Attack this pawn twice, thrice. You have all the pieces out there to attack this pawn. Okay, so a5, pawn takes, and this is giving chance to white now. There was no necessary to play. It was not necessary to play this pawn. This has given white a lot of chance. You just put bishop on d8, bishop on b6, attack on d4 pawn. That's it. End of the story. a5, you're gifting your opponent a very good position. This is a very good position now for white. White has got an outside passer. Black has gifted white an outside passer, and he is going to be, yeah, look at this now. White is just pushing all the pawns quickly now and giving away all the passes out there. This is still winning because this bishop is now hanging, and if the bishop moves, then there is a rook b8 check and rook takes capture, can capture the bishop. So the point here was just going back to the position. Whenever you are in such positions wherein you don't have a plan, just make sure that whatever resources you have, just put them on the right squares. Okay, let him attack from b6. It could have been a very good winning plan for black here, but black has just messed up by playing this a5 move and gifting the passer to white. Let's go back to tournament, and now let's see who all are playing. Team Future is currently leading, and then we have Khelo Chess India leading as well on the second rank. Then we have Chess Blasters on 39, a neck-to-neck competition between first, second, and third place. We have 6 points gap between the third and fourth place. We have 5 points gap, not 6 points. But these first, second, and third, 41, 40, and 39, these are playing neck to neck. Let's just check one of the games from the Chess Blasters and Team Future, Kagwa Master and Tommy Gun. So Kagwa Master is 2039 and Tommy Gun is 2100. What's happened in the opening? D4, C5. This is called as an old Benoni, guys. This is old Benoni opening, which is still played. uh, we can have modern Benoni as well, where knight f6 is played first and then c5 is played. So this this has given a good center for black. The current moves that black has made. White is playing with Kagwa Master is playing with the Berserk mode. You can see the time difference between both the players. Bishop e7, bishop g5, bishop takes f6, bishop takes f6, knight e4, and castles. I think this is going to be losing for white because white is just way behind the development right now. Yeah, bishop h3. Yeah, this is the winning move. I feel that this is going to be the winning move. Yep, look at this move, guys. Just I'm going putting few moves back. So the threat here is to play rook e8, but queen can capture e8. So just to gain a tempo here, bishop h3 was played. Excellent move, creating a deflection or creating a intermediate move just to attack this bishop, so that next move this rook can come here and try to deliver a pin on this queen. If bishop is captured, if the white bishop captures this black bishop, then the queen is gone. So that's why this move was played, and white got out of this problem temporarily by giving this queen c4 check, so that the king will now move or bishop can come back. After bishop comes back, then again white queen can come to this e2 or c2 square and try to get himself in the castle. So queen h4 was played, queen takes, knight takes, and bishop c4 now. Bishop c4 is making sure that this king is not allowed to castle, and then rook e8 check will be a very good attacking move from black side. So long castles, bishop takes a2, so white has sacrificed a pawn here in order to make his king safe. Rook d7, rook to f7, rook to d1, knight to d4, rook takes, king takes, and bishop takes b7. So again this b7 pawn was hanging. So temporarily or for a short period of time, you can see this knight is out of the game, and g5 might trap this knight. Okay, there is a possibility of getting this knight trapped. So this is the current position, and bishop d3 is played, knight. So how will black continue here? How will black continue to attack? e5 was played, bishop takes h7, and now I think g5, no, bishop g6 threat was there. King f6, bishop d3, and it's a check and mate. It's a check and mate. So this is something that white missed here. Rook e2. Rook e2 was the mate threat which was overlooked by white because there is no square left now. All squares are blocked, and this knight d3 is a mating move. So probably rook takes d4 was supposed to be played, or I cannot find any other move which will save this check and mate now. Bishop c2 is not working because of rook takes c2 check and mate. So it's a very good move, rook e2, creating a mating net on this king, and which was possible on the next move by knight to b3. Let's go back to tournament, guys, and check the next game. So all those who are watching, just try to share the video with your friends so that we get maximum number of viewers. Also subscribe to the channel, like the video. Don't forget to like the video, guys. It keeps me motivated, and make sure that you share the video as well. Let's just check who are leading from the individual point of view. So Kamal from Khelo Chess India, my team is leading with 24 points. Then we have Sithanujun from Archbishop's Chess Club. Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Sivatanjun. Then we have Danu 1995 from Team Future with 19 points. Then we have Kagwa Master from Chess Blasters with 19 points. Ajit Janu from Chess Blasters with 16 points. And then we have the other players. So a good battle going on right now. Look at the positions. Chess Blasters and Khelo Chess India are neck to neck. Kawal is really rocking from Khelo Chess India. He's on 24 points, leading the individual scores as well. And right now, let's go and check one of the top games from Chess Blasters and Team Future. So Bombay Rocker is from Chess Blasters and Chess Kuisk is from Team Future. Team Future is from Sri Lanka. So what happened in the opening? E4, Knight F6, Knight C3, D5, E5. So just to make sure you know, guys, this there is a D4 option here. Okay, D4 can be played, and D after playing D4, this D takes E4 is allowed. Then there is F3 move. Then E takes F3 is played, and you can play Queen takes F3 or Knight takes F3. This is called as a rider gambit. Okay, if you want to play some attacking moves, attacking gambits, then you can play a rider gambit. Okay, E4, Knight F6, Knight C3, D5, E5, Knight D7, and Knight F3, E6, Bishop E2, C5. Meanwhile, I can just see a question from Dr. Gamer. Sir, I have a question. Can I play chess in this tournament? Please reply. Yes, Dr. Gamer, you can play chess in this tournament. Just give me some time. I will explain you how to play. Meanwhile, looking at the game, guys, Knight C6 is played, and now Bishop B5. This E5 is now hanging. Yes, it's not hanging because one of the knights will be pinned. So if Knight takes E5, Knight can capture E5 as this knight will remain pinned. So E5 is not hanging. Queen C7, Rook E1, A6. Bishop takes C6, Queen takes C6, and now D3, B5, A3, Bishop B7, Bishop F4, Bishop E7, Queen D2, and pawn to D4. Knight goes to E4, castles, knight D6. So knight has got to a good square, but this bishop will capture this knight, and probably this pawn is going to go in sometimes rook D8. But knight B7. This B7 bishop is a beautiful bishop actually. Look at this bishop. Look at this bishop, guys. It's an outstanding piece on b7. It's just a masterpiece sitting over there attacking this castle king. It should not be given away in this way. I feel very bad when player gives away his bishop, attacking bishop in this way. He should have captured a d6 knight with the bishop, and probably after pawn takes, he should have then played knight f6 and knight e8 attacking this pawn and trying to capture it for free. Okay, but he has given away that bishop unfortunately. Queen takes b7, knight goes to g5, bishop takes g5, bishop takes g5, rook to e8, and queen goes to f4. This bishop is now trapped, I think, by playing h6, h4, pawn to g5. Yeah, but let's see what happened. Knight f8 was played first, h4, and now h6 can be played now. h6 I think can be played now. This bishop was free. Bishop h6, gh6, queen h6, and we have this knight g6 move to defend. Knight g6 or even queen e7 I think can come and defend the king. Okay, so knight g6, queen goes to f g3. Now this bishop has this retracting square to d2, so nothing to worry about. h5, knight to f5. A lot of knight moves, but that knight has ended up not in the best of its squares. So queen h3, pawn takes, and now rook c8, rook c1, rook takes, rook c8, g4, rook takes c1 check, bishop takes c1, and knight queen goes to c8. So it's an exchange offer by uh, black here. Black is offering this knight. Bishop g5, f6, bishop takes f6. I think white is slightly better if there is no tactic right now. But this bishop is sitting very nicely because this queen check and mate threats on this h8 and other squares could be a critical. Because now queen 8 check, king f7. I think queen a7 check, king f8, and it's a check and mate. Yeah, so black has to bring back his queen to defend the mate. So queen f4 attacking the knight, knight to f7, and now I think d4 could have been captured here. d4 was available. Okay, so queen e4, and that's the current position, guys. Black has to play here. Interesting game. Bishop versus knight with the queen. So meanwhile, I have asked one of the players to share the video with you, Dr. Gamer. If you're watching this, if you're listening to me right now, Still, I think that bishop is holding a very good position on f6, and the knight is not able to get itself a better square. I'm just trying to get that video for you guys. I'm just trying to put it in the comment section. The video that you can watch to create your own team. Okay, Dr. Gamer, you can watch this video. I have put in the comment section. Okay, you can also join our WhatsApp group, which will allow you to get the uh, daily updates on the LiChess tournaments. So that WhatsApp group is given in the description box below. You can just go to the description box and join our LiChess group, LiChess tournaments group on WhatsApp, and you will get the daily updates on that group. So it is an interesting ending, guys, and I still feel that this e6 and g6 pawns are very weak, which black should try to attack now. Yeah, f5 break I think will be a critical one. f5. Now the d4 is hanging, so bishop can come to c5. Now the e4 is hanging, so I think that's pretty much the game for the white. White is going to win this one easily unless he makes a blunder here. Now this will be played, and I think which will be for, oh, f5, f5, daring move by, because this f pawn is going to come fast if white doesn't take care of this. King to f4, so white has taken the due precaution. He has come this all the way and making sure that he captures the f pawn, because once this pawn is gone, there is no way that black can win this one. So this is an easy win now. Okay, let's go back to a tournament and try to get some another game. Let's try to join a game and try to play one of the games. Okay, so Dr. Gamer, you can check in the comment section the video that you can follow to create your team and to join this battle. Okay, I'm just waiting for a game to get assigned. Let's try to play this game in the Berserk mode. I'll explain what the Berserk mode is. And Berserk mode is the mode wherein you sacrifice half of your time. And so Kushala is from Candy YMCA. This is the Berserk mode that I'm playing right now. So let's try to play Sicilian defense. I will explain as I play Sicilian defense. So bishop e2 is typically played for a trap. c3. If I capture this pawn, then there is a check, and the check, this knight goes for free. So never capture this pawn on e4. If you're playing Sicilian defense, these traps are very dangerous. You have to keep watch on those traps. Okay. So castles, knight e7 will be played next. I think d4 is coming soon. Okay, pawn takes, knight takes, and I think I can challenge the knight by playing this move. Pawn d4 is expected. Let me capture this pawn. And now knight can go to b6. Okay, the idea is to just put this piece on d5, put a blockader on this pawn. This pawn is called as an IQ, that is isolated queen pawn. b6, I'm allowing knight c6. I'm not sure if that's the best move to allow knight c6. It's the best plan, but yeah, I think he has not played, so I'm good for now. Just making sure I'm developing the remaining of my pieces. I do have knight c3 move here, knight takes c3, and pawn takes c3. I would get a target over here. Let me create a target on c3, c3. Okay, so rook takes, and now knight d5. Bishop takes h7 is not possible. Bishop takes h7, king h7, queen h5 check. King goes back to g8, and I don't think there is any mating threat straight away. Yeah, this is a good move, although he is attacking this f7 pawn. Let me just play f5 move. I am creating this weakness on e6. I think rook e1, and this will be played soon now. I just have 30 seconds on the clock, so I have to make sure that I play very fast. And let us get his bishop eliminated. Bishop takes, rook takes, and I think c4 will be played soon. I can play queen d5. I can play queen d5, yes. I have to play something very fast now. If he captures, I will capture back. And let me play this move so that this e6 is not hanging, but queen takes, and pawn takes, rook takes, pawn takes. Yeah, e3 will be stronger, and d4 will be hanging then. This d4 pawn will be hanging after some time. Knight d7, pawn takes should be played. King takes. Oh, pawn takes. Oh, I thought he was going to push the pawn. Hmm. I lost on time. Okay, let's go back to the tournament. That's what happens when you play in the burst-up mode. Let's try to pick up a game now. Let's try to check Meet Kumar from Gujarat Lions versus Sivatanjan. Meet Kumar is in time pressure, and White is having a good waiting threat. I think pawn takes can be played because his rook is supported. Yep, I think black is very well here now. C2 is hanging, and actually it's winning for it's actually win for black. Let's quickly check what happened in the opening. So e4, c5 again a Sicilian. Knight f3, e6, d4, c takes d4, knight takes d4, a6, e3, queen c7, knight c3, knight to f6, bishop e3, pawn d6, pawn f3. So this is going into kind of an English attack structure with Najdorf systems. So a6 Sicilians is called a Najdorf system, wherein white plays bishop e3, pawn f3, pawn g4, pawn h4, and attack on the black king. This is called as an English attack. You can Google out English attack. There are a lot of videos on English attack, and the battle is so dynamic. You can see. I think there is one game between Anand and Kasparov. Anand was playing from white side, the same line, and black side. Kasparov was playing the Najdorf defense, and it was superb game. It was so tactically strong. Every move had to be played with precision, and I think Kasparov blundered in that game, and which helped Anand to secure a win in that game. This is again another threat wherein e6 square is tried to be kept weak. So if pawn takes pawn, then e6 will be a long-term goal. Although knight is there on c5 to defend this, but e6 will be captured sometime in the game. So knight goes to a4, knight takes, pawn takes, and pawn takes, rook takes, and e6 is now hanging as I said before. So queen c6, knight goes back to d4, queen c7, bishop e2, supporting the f3 pawn. Knight goes to d4, e5, sorry, not d4, e5. Rook goes to g1, rook b8. Now this king is exposed actually. This king is exposed and can be attacked multiple times. Okay, that's what I think black had some advantage in the game. Knight e6, queen c8, knight g7, that's a sacrifice. So I'm not sure why the sacrifice was given. There is nothing to be proud of by playing this knight takes g7. It's just simple giving away a piece without gaining anything. Probably here bishop h6 could have been played. Bishop h6. Yeah, bishop h6 was better, I think. Uh, Pawn push, rook g6, rook takes, pawn takes, and rook to g1, king h7. queen d4, but already I think white is pieced down and it will be difficult for him to. I think f4 is a threat now, f4, so that queen can come to this g7 and deliver a mate. So queen c5 straight away, putting the queen for exchange. Whenever you are up a piece, just try for the queen exchange and try to simplify the position as much as possible. So queen goes to d2, queen c6, queen e1, bishop to f6, queen goes to g3, rook goes to g8, supporting the g6 pawn, f4, knight to c4 now, bishop takes c4, queen takes c4, and this is the position which we started with. So f5, and then bishop takes e4, and here white ran out of time. Okay, so let's go back to tournament. Last couple of minutes now, and Chess Blasters are leading right now with 69 points. Team Future on 60, Kilo Chess India on 60. So just the last few moments, that is a slog overs. Chess Blasters have managed to hit more sixes and just go ahead in by 9 points. I think they won't be challenged now. They will be today's winners, and I think Team Future and Khelo Chess India are neck to neck. They have to score at least one win over here from either of the players so that they are on. Oh, why did I get a game? I did not want to play actually. Okay, let's quickly play in the Berserk mode. Let's try to be as quick as possible here. I want to play this bishop moves and now attack by c5. So both players are playing fast. Both players, I mean, including me. The reason is just 1 minute and 40 seconds are remaining. We have to complete the game before that, or else the points won't be counted as of won't be counted. So I have to make sure that all these breaks are working right now. The spawn push and other stuff for me. Okay, so he's giving away the d5 pawn. I can play this move. Yes, I think so. Bishop takes g6 is available. Bishop e5. I think I should avoid the exchange. I will just support the knight as of now. Queen king takes. Bishop c4. This is under attack. So what to play now? What to play? Rook d8. Support the rook. Support the knight here. Queen b6. I think a5 might work. a5, a4. a4, queen. There is no check. And now I think nf4. nf4 can be played. No, the rook is hanging. So force me a draw. Should I go for a draw here? No, let's try to play. Or I'm running out of time. Let's accept. Let's offer a draw. Knight a6. Queen moves. Knight f6. Rook takes. Bishop takes. Just I'm trying to go for all the exchanges and simplify the position as much as possible. So just last 30 seconds. It's done actually, not 30 seconds. The game is over, and let's just quickly finish this game and then try to do some post-mortem analysis. I think rook d7. I think this is not good. I'm playing with mouse, so I don't have any advantage of. Okay, some timeout. Let's go back to tournament. So that's the tournament for today, guys. Chess Blasters have won today's tournament with 76 points, a great lead of 11 points over the second team. Team Future just managing to get on the second position in last few Moments 65 points, and then we have Khelo Chess India on 60 points, then we have Reeds on 47 points. Gujarat Lions today, top players from Gujarat Lions I think are not playing today, so they are on fifth position with 43 points. We have Kolkata Dragons on sixth position. We have Archbishops Chess Club on seventh position. Candy YMCA on eighth position, and Shivai Chess. No players joined today. From the individual point of view, let's just check who has been leading. So Kanwal from Khelo Chess India has won today's tournament with whooping 36 points. Then we have Kagwa Master from Chess Blasters with 31 points. We have Tanujan from Archbishop Chess Club with 26 points. Tomikan from Team Future